the click and hide them in. Bullshitting, you should get that out your plan. Don't hesitate, level up and then it bend. Don't do no splurging, I'ma get right in these vans. She a fan, yeah, she wanna ride away.
What up, squad? MizzyWorld Entertainment back with Dreis Major.
Yo.
What's good? Oh no. Let's do the elbows with the Rona shit going on. You dig what I'm saying? But we back here working during all this Rona shit to present Philly Friday, and we here to spotlight artists that a lot of y'all fans already know, and that's Ash Shakur. I did 2 interviews with him previously, but we here today to spotlight his new EP, his new project, and that is the Gold Mine. That is the template. You dig what I'm saying? Crazy EP, crazy project. We here to spotlight it. Get into the length, the process, the artist, the features, the vibe, what's next, everything else. Y'all already know how I get. Y'all already know how I get when MizzyWorld and Dre link. Y'all already know how I get when MizzyWorld and Ash link. But y'all about to see how I get when Dreis Major, MizzyWorld, and Ash all link together. You dig what I'm saying?
Let's get it.
All Uptown Connection shit. Gang, gang. What up, squad? We here with my guy, Ash Shakur. Dreis Major. What's good?
Mizzy.
Even with the Rona shit going on, we still spreading the love. You feel what I'm saying? All Uptown shit. Where we at, bro? Why we here, man? That's the first thing we gonna touch on. Where we at and why we here?
Hands and with the motherfucking block. Staying the hands, this whole area right here. I mean, this my front, so that's how we came, man. I mean,
That's how we came.
decided to set the set and how it should be set, you know what I mean?
I feel you, and you got your gang with you, man. We usually be chilling. The previous 2 interviews, it was just one other person. You got the gang, man. Shout out the gang. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, you already
Introduce
know.
the gang. You feel what I'm saying?
Lil Z left hand right here. In the back, that's B right there. My nigga Brand.
Uptown.
Stacks and my man Lou right here. All these niggas is just essential parts of my whole process, bro. It ain't like my man right here, he's an artist. I mean, he's up and coming, he's on his way. My man right here, he a barber and he do other entrepreneurial shit. My man right here, he an artist and just an all around renaissance man.
Shout
you
him
get
out.
what I'm saying? But on some real shit, what I'm doing, these niggas is the legs to stand on. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, helping me out. Exactly, bro. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Backbone, cornerstone, anything in that type of light. You get what I'm saying? Niggas just holding me down, holding me together, keeping my mind right. I'm spazzing out. My man Lil come to me, yo, how is work? I'm like, Nick, I ain't even trying to think about that shit right now. But the niggas know how to take
like,
you,
you was good,
right?
What's going on, but you just want to make sure he good. He
Right.
like, no, bro.
I ain't trying to hear that shit.
I mean, and sometimes all it is for a nigga to listen and let you know, like,
with yourself. You feel what I'm
you know what I
saying?
mean? Like, just the niggas that listen, consult with you, they bounce back and forth. Sometimes you seeing shit wrong, they open your eyes up to that. Sometimes you all the way right, and they letting you know, like, listen, even if nobody else, we can't worry about what nobody else doing. Let's focus on who right here with it. You know what I'm saying? And just keep that motivation and keeping me where I need to be mentally, bro.
That's 100%, man. That's all about focusing on people that's really there and that's really like that got your back with the genuine intentions. You feel what I'm saying? And everything else that come, man, that shit gonna come. You feel what I'm saying? But let's get into it, man. Gold Mine, the template. It's finally fucking here, bro.
Long time coming.
How was the process, man? And how does it feel that it's finally here, that it's finally out, and it's in the airwaves? How's it feel, man?
I mean, I ain't wake up to the feeling just yet. I'm still just in the mindset of trying to work it and make it do what I think it got the potential to do. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, because it ain't do that yet, I guess, I mean, I feel relieved behind the whole process. You get what I'm saying?
So you got relief?
Yeah, I got relief, but I ain't getting no jump for joy yet. It's just like, you know what I'm saying?
Still
all right,
grounded.
cool. You know what I'm saying? Now, what to do with it? Because just releasing it to the airwaves ain't. That's a game that you play once everybody already know you, but nobody know me. You get what I'm saying? We just stepping into this shit. I mean, we trying to make our stamp. You know what I'm saying?
Build a fan base up.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So now it's just how I work it and how I move it around. I mean, what airs I get to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's where my focus been at. But as far as the process, bro, it was super fun, bro. I locked in with my man Reek. I mean, that's another nigga from Uptown and shit. Shout out Reek. A lot of niggas know Reek already, bro.
Right.
Like that nigga heavy. Crazy production. I mean, he a crazy artist as well. But like, me and that nigga locked in for a year straight, bro. Like, I mean, I had moved to Georgia. I mean, in the beginning of like summertime of 2018. Towards the end of the year, I had popped back in. I had to bring my son back for school. Reek hit me up on the humbug. It's crazy. I ain't talked to the nigga in like 2 years. And he sent me a beat. He's like, bro, I think I got a beat you gonna sound good on. He sent me a beat. It was actually the joint that I made Proud out of and shit. So I sent him Proud back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So he like, yo, we might as well just make a whole tape. I'm with it if you with it. I'm like, bro, I'm down here. I ain't really got nowhere to be. I was just gonna go home in a couple weeks. You get what I'm saying? So I stayed around there, and we got it done. Yeah, it was a good process though, man. There's a little ups and downs at times, but it wasn't necessarily between me and him. It was just with regular life happening around the process. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Circumstantial
and
shit.
And that's kind of something that you were speaking on with the process and why it took so long kind of with winter season and all that, with dealing with life situations, maybe even not with you, but maybe with artists that you're working with or maybe a producer that you're working with. You feel what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
Sometimes shit get in the way, but you gotta hop around the obstacles.
For sure. It's all about how committed to the process you is at the end of the day, because you know, shit get in the way with everything. Shit get in the way with the bitch
and
you
gonna get tested all the time.
In the way of taking care of your kids, I mean, anybody over there, parents, I mean, we know. Right. You get what I'm saying? Shit get in the way of everything. You constantly jumping hurdles, but I mean, barriers is not a real excuse to stop doing nothing. That is responsibility, something that has to happen. And if you treating this shit like, I mean, because this is life to me. This is livelihood. This is what I'm trying to do. This is the thing that give me that. I like waking up every day. Cause you already know, bro, where we come from, bro. Right. It's 1,000,001 reasons to just lay down and die. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, I was just sitting in the crib before this, and 9-10 shots let off. He on one side of the stand, I'm on the other side of the stand. If y'all everybody that see this, y'all know the area and all that shit. Shit is crazy out here, right here, man. You feel what I'm saying? So,
you know what I'm saying?
We know how it is. You feel what I'm saying? And it's all about trying to uplift all this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro. So it's like at the end of the day, for sure. And that's what it comes down to. It's like some people is gonna be on the same page as you, and some people not. Me and Reek was on the same page. That was the result. That was what me and him would do coming together. Now, yeah, I mean, although I'm in the process of pushing that, I'm also trying to stay proactive. So now I'm working on this next tape with my man Mike Watch. This is his debut as a producer as well. I've been growing with him for like 5 years now, though. He a little bit of a renaissance man as well. Nigga sharp with the camera, I mean, camera work and all that. But just watching him, I noticed he was one of those dudes that, you ever meet a dude that try to wear too many hats at once so he can't master one thing type of shit? I started recognizing the way he was doing things. I'm like, bro,
you juggling too many balls, player.
I'm like, yeah, exactly. Like, pause. But look, all jokes aside, like fucking like I try to tell him, I'm like, listen, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. You sharp at everything, but I think you need to step back and hone in on production. And I told him, like, if you think that's something that you feel like you would want to step into, I'll help you step out. So, because I already been hearing him for some time, so I watched him develop. I know his work ethic, I know his drive. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean, we starting all our records from loops, and then we gonna get real busy in post-production. You get what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, real shit, bro. Look, man, look,
so explain,
bro,
explain, what do that mean to the fans when he say that? They gonna start from loops and then they gonna get busy in the post-production. I mean, what do that mean? A lot of people don't know what that means.
Yeah, basically you gotta get the idea down, like, and then let that sit. Then let that vibe set in. You know what I'm saying? Once you get the vibe set in, then you know what to say. That shit comes to you.
Right.
You in the vibe. That shit real.
See, if me and you
reality. You know what I mean?
Like me and my man be working inside my wheel. So like if me and you sitting in the wheel and you chopping up a sample, right, and I'm sitting right there, right, I could kind of point you in the direction of where I will go. You get what I'm saying? So then we get a template. You get what I'm saying? Now that's what we gonna build off of, and then I mean you know, take the loop. I tell him, like, just loop this shit for like 4 minutes. Let me sit with it for some time. I let him drop him off at his crib. I go find my spot, park up. play that shit, bro, and then once I start getting like a melody, a vibe, start getting like a song idea in my head, I start getting ideas together, and then I lay the ideas down on the loop, and then after that we sit with the record, what I got so far, and we build every idea from there, drum patterns, like, you know what I'm saying, whatever freak shit gonna happen in the back, you get what I'm saying, the drops, all that. My shit is done, well, the start of what I do is done before we start finishing the beat.
Right.
So that's how me and my man doing it. But, you know, I'm just experimenting right now, bro. I ain't got, like, the way I do shit is not formatted, bro. It's just, like, all based off of feel. So, you know, I just go in my gut and just try to stay active every day. So I'm never, like, having a day where I'm off it. But it's different every day, though. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because in this area, the fabricated shit and all that is dead. Like, it's just, you got weirdos and then you got, everybody just they self. You know what I'm saying? So it just be like, look.
And everybody getting it off of being themselves, for real,
just yourself, and that's it. You just gonna shine on being yourself. Like, that's what's happening. Like,
and you don't want to build it on a weak foundation, and not being yourself is a weak foundation. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, bro.
That's a weak ass foundation.
That's a fact, bro. You gotta be on top of your shit, no matter no matter what, bro. Because it's a lane for everything, every avenue. It don't matter what kind of rapper you is, what kind of singer, anything, bro. If you could figure out how to tap into the people that like that, and figure out, you know, what get them bopping, you create a core out of that, you will eat forever. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, this shit is not about being on TV.
It's about,
you get what I'm saying?
Just building.
You get what I'm saying? It ain't about having no fucking noose on or like no chains and fucking shackles at your feet, dog. It's about running around how you want to run around and touching the people how you want to touch them. You get what I'm saying? When you do that, bro, because at the end of the day, I mean, depending on how you set your life up, bro, you don't have to be a billionaire to be successful off something like this. You get what I'm saying?
You could
so
be
it's like,
I mean, what's the odds you gonna be a billionaire?
it's all up in what you know, where you think you could go. At the end of the day, it's all about, like, you gonna go where you feel you can go. You gonna go that far, but at the end of the day, billionaire status ain't the only way to be living a comfortable, wealthy life.
That's
so
why
it's like obsessing over some shit like that, I feel like that's poison.
And you're not even
get what I'm saying?
You gotta get there.
It can drive yourself to insanity right there.
Or you're a millionaire, you gotta be a millionaire.
Because honestly, like you said, you could get to that point and then you get there and you there alone and you ain't even happy. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Exactly. You ain't even comfortable at the top. You feel what I'm saying? But let's talk a little bit more about the gold mine and the process and the template. Like, why the name? You feel what I'm saying? Is it still the process of the gold mine and us entering your mind? Is this still the first beginning stage of that?
It's still the same, but it's a layered process, and that's the reason why it got the template, because the template is just like ground level. That's like the start. That's like the same way, like I just explained the beats. Everything happened in layers. You get what I'm saying? So the same way how to make one song, we would take a layered process like that to explain my point of view on that whole theory, the gold mine, that theory. It's gonna take multiple tapes. Now the further template, what you hearing in that basically is, first off, I felt that it was necessary that I gave an explanation, because people that have been following me for a while know that I had a tape that was about to drop in fucking 2016 called Ideas and Achievements that never came out. Kind of explain why it didn't come out of the track of the gold mine and shit. But overall, you know, that shit was just an introduction piece. Like, the whole body of work was just like, you know, I tapped in, like with the lady records and shit, I kind of just tapped into my last little nut-ass situation that I was in and kind of pulled inspiration for that, because I never really make lady records, so
I want to speak on those two records.
You get what I'm saying? But everything else was like, it was like a lot was happening. I was in the process of having a baby while I was recording. Right. You get what I'm saying? Which I had just found out, so it was like, oh shit. You get what I'm saying? And you know, that came into play. But really starting out the intro was like my mission statement. It was like me just letting the people know like where I stood, like you know like dog. I'm just taking chances with this shit. My opening statement, casting pennies in this fucking fountain, like that's you know wishful thinking. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm just taking chances. You get what I'm saying? Just taking chances and just doing what I feel like I know.
Right.
Just expressing myself. You get what I'm saying? And that like the whole project in itself was just trying my attempt at giving people an understanding of who I am. Before I start uncovering how I feel about shit and all kinds of, you know, other shit that I want to talk about in music. Like, it's not even just how I feel about shit. Sometimes I just want to talk my shit. But I feel like everything is like, you don't just walk up to somebody. I treat it like an introduction to a person. You don't just walk up to somebody. You don't meet somebody with no crazy ass, abrasive ass energy. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, it's kind of like, well, you know, you tap in, you know, you, but at the end of the day, y'all had your conversation, and it's like basically gaining the understanding of one another on a real level, like a more vulnerable level than just me just talking my shit to you on first meeting you. So I kind of try to treat it like that because it was a debut. Right. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
True,
you know
True.
What I mean?
Debut.
Yeah. I mean, now, of course, I'm going to have more than one project called The Gold Mine, though. You get what I'm saying? It's going to probably be about like 4 of them by the time I'm, you know, really seasoned. You get what I'm saying? With it. But, you know,
so
bro,
stay tuned for more progressive interviews on the Gold Mine process.
For sure, bro. Because the whole concept itself, what it is, like the concept is embodying, it's just, for one, everything start with new life. It don't matter what it is, bro. Every time somebody die, it's almost like you feel the world shake. You get what I'm saying? Right. But every time somebody born, you almost feel inspired. Like, even if you like not even that type boy that's just always on it all the time, it just make you feel something. It make you want to do something in the midst of everybody being numb. You get what I'm saying? That's the number one concept. And then at the end of the day, it's just knowledge is wealth, knowledge of self, all of that. That whole mentality, just understanding that if you got knowledge, bro, you'll be rich. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the name of the game is not going out to different places and buying everything you need. It's learning how to consolidate expenses and harvest what you need right where you at. Exactly. You get what I'm saying? Everything that we need is a natural resource. Yes, sir. You get what I'm saying? You educate yourself on how to, you know, tap into these natural resources, get your hands on them or harvest them on your own land or whatever, which that take money to do. But you tap into shit like that, you start eliminating your need for financial shit. You get what I'm saying? So then after that, what you using your money for? Bullshit and the assets, whatever. How, you get what I'm saying? Like however you a type of nigga you is. You get what I'm saying?
Whatever your vice is. Whatever your vice is out here.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? So, I mean, that's kind of where that process is going in the long run. But just on the start off tip, it was just an introduction. It's a handshake, bro. Right. That's all.
That's all it was. That's cool. I can dig it. I definitely feel it. And you know how you first get introduced to somebody and you get a certain vibe, you like, yeah, that's a good bull. You feel what I'm saying? Or you feel what I'm saying? Like you connect with somebody from the rip, like you definitely gonna connect with this motherfucking
sense
EP.
it. You can sense it if you feel like it, you know,
You can feel it genuine.
And I try to bring that through the music, bro.
The vibes. That's all. But let's talk about the features you was talking about the two songs for the ladies that you got. I felt those features, like how did those Jones come about? Because I know as we was going through the process, those weren't songs that you was like previewing to me and none of that. And they were definitely like pleasant surprises on that Jones. So how did that collaboration come about, and are you planning on working with her in the future going forward?
Well, for one, we've been working. That's my sister on that joint. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, that's your sis. Shout out sis. I didn't know.
So, you know, bro, I try to keep everything home base, bro. You get what I'm saying? Just push everybody where they need to be.
So are y'all ever thinking about working on like a collab joint?
She was actually supposed to be here, man. Like me and her about to put out a joint project though in the midst of all the bullshit I'm doing too, though. Okay. To keep it a bean, we gonna put a joint out where we got like probably like 7 to 8 joints that we gonna let go, like kind of like joints we did together. But then really what I'm trying to push her into doing is just getting, you know, back inspired to put another joint out, because, you know, she went through a rough situation and it kind of deterred her off the whole path. So I'm just trying to reel her back in right now. You feel me? So you know, she definitely came through and bodied my shit like I knew she would. You know, it was a layup. I set her right up. You know what I'm saying?
I remember y'all was chopping it up in the stew about that shit.
Yeah, always, bro. That's a day to day. If it ain't in the stew, she on the FaceTime. Yo, come scoop me. Come down here and smoke, whatever. You know, we always around. You know what I'm saying, bro? At the end of the day, I'm a family-oriented nigga, bro. I like niggas that feel like family.
Right.
I like bitches that feel like family.
Facts.
I only want to be around the family that feel like family. You get what I'm saying? It's like at the end of the day, anything feel too, you know, nervous or standoffish, it don't even matter if your intentions is wrong. I'm just gonna stay away. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's too much to think about. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's too much to think about. Yeah, like
what I got to focus on.
Exactly. I mean,
we already got so many obstacles in front of us. What's the point of putting more in front of us?
Thanks, bro.
No point.
Goals and all type of shit.
Yeah,
No point.
man.
You got any more questions about the gold mine, bro?
Yeah, talk to me, yo. What's going on?
What are all the outlets, the media outlets that you have all your music?
Man, right now it's available for streaming everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You know, Apple, Spotify type. You know, all them joints, Shazam. You know what I mean? All that shit. Social media is everywhere that you can possibly look for.
The gold mine, the template, Ash Shakur.
You get what I'm saying? But as far as media outlets, that's kind of what I've been trying to network and just plug myself into, because, you know, I want to, you know, do a little press run, put a press run together for it and dress that shit up the way I want to, at least leading into the concert that I'm gonna throw for it. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, like, that's definitely something that I'm looking into.
Speak on the concert a little bit then, man.
I mean, I can't speak too much on it because right now it's just fathomable with all this shit going on. I mean, it's an idea.
Right. Especially with all this shit going on right now.
Yeah, for sure. But like at the end of the day, I know all this shit gonna pass. You know, at the end of the day, I know all this shit gonna pass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then, like, you know, when we pop back out, I do intend to start up an actual, like, you know, lead into some kind of concert. I don't know how I'm gonna go about it. I might do multiple shows building up to it, or I might release multiple records, like a bunch of Lucy's or something like that. You get what I'm saying? But I know what I want to do is, I mean, it's crazy because, you know, I could try to reach out to some people that's already somewhat established and try to pull like a concert together that would be huge, or we could just go hard in the streets and just get the people out, but get a bunch of people like my man and a bunch of other people that I know that's really dope, but they just need oops. You get what I'm saying? Just even something small to just jumpstart them. It's not even like I'm in a position to change the trajectory of the way nobody looking at you.
Right.
It's just some people looking at me, some people gonna fuck with you for me fucking with you.
Right.
You do your thing, you step in there, you know what I mean? And now, you know,
anything
you explore
counts.
from there, bro.
Anything
You know what I mean?
counts.
Like, but you know what I mean? So that's the way how I really want to do it. You get what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean, we gonna fund that shit ourselves.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I probably shoot a whole, you know, doc that day or some shit. You know what I mean? Do a bunch of crazy shit. But I don't know, man. Like I said, it's just an idea right now. So all this shit is just me throwing shit up in the air. But I know when it's really time for me to sit down and focus on it, I got a few things in front of that on the list, but when it's time for me to sit down and focus on it, it's going to happen the way that it should happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? However I see fit in that moment. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make this shit come across like the effort that I put into it. You get what I'm saying?
You want to see the effort that was put into
you know what I'm saying? You gotta once you make a product, niggas be throwing that shit out and just seeing what the people gonna do with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm more so testing my own faith. Like,
you still want to put the grind behind it.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know.
Like a real team, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
But that's how you supposed to do it, for real. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the next project, is that gonna be a part of the gold mine process, or that's just something
EP.
separate?
That's an EP. I'm gonna release a project in every quarter this year.
Okay.
The gold mine was the one for the top of the year. That was in March. In June, like July-ish, me and my man gonna drop this project that we working on now. And that joint is a little more edgy, a little more rap on that joint, but it's an EP, so it's a smaller tape.
Okay.
But I got some surprises on it though too, so you know, it's just something to look forward to. The third one, my ideas ain't all the way brushed up on that because I ain't even start that process. But I know it's gonna happen around like back to school time. So I don't know what kind of vibes I'm trying to give off. I guess I see where these first two processes carry me.
Right.
And then
thinking
like,
about maybe the country will be opening back up at that time. You know, like.
I mean, I think it will. I think it will. I don't know if it'll happen that soon. But when I came up with this plan, I didn't predict all this bullshit happening. I just didn't change. You get what I'm saying? Like, I mean, so it's like,
the same.
you know, look, the plan stay the same, nigga.
Right.
I planned out a good year, bro. I ain't falling back. These niggas ain't about to fuck up what I'm on.
Right. Still applying that pressure.
Like, listen, bro, I just got my shit together. I just got what they talking about. Go in the house. Nigga, the house? Like, what? Like, niggas just got their shit together, nigga. You know what I mean? I heard niggas like I'm outside all last year. What you was saying?
What's the name for the next project? What's gonna be the name for that, John? What's your man?
Right now, we just
right now.
We kind of got a name. We got a name. We got a name, but we still laying on it. We still laying on it for a minute, so I ain't gonna make no announcements. But the project, everything I said about it, when it's coming and all that, is a definite. I'm working on it. I'm already three tracks in, and it's only gonna be like 7 joints on it.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So. I mean, it ain't, you know, it ain't that far off.
Right.
I got plenty of beats.
You right there. You consider it.
Yeah, I'm right up on it, bro. And I'm doing this shit every day, bro. Niggas ain't doing shit. Ain't shit going on.
You just grinding. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, you got anything else on the gold mine?
No.
Let me ask y'all a question about the gold mine if y'all ain't got nothing else.
Go ahead, come on.
All right, first thing I'm gonna start off with is, do either one of y'all have favorite records on it? Yeah, out of that, like, you know, I know it's probably not your favorite record but I'm saying, like, out of that body of work. Like,
Proud.
You get what I'm saying? Proud. That's your joint.
The intro.
The intro?
Yeah.
Okay, excuse me.
Like
You're the first person to say the intro. He the first.
The intro.
He the first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the introduction be everything.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Didn't I say that 100 times in there when we was making that shit? I was like, yo, I know I'm gonna make I told my man, cause my man made me like 3 beats. None of them was this. He made like 3 beats early in the process when we was looking for an intro. I told him, I'm like, Reek, I ain't gonna hold you. I think I'm gonna fuck around and make my intro at the end of all this shit. Because I think I gotta have a certain feeling like I did something. Like, you get what I'm saying?
But at the same time,
you get what I'm saying?
You might focus on the intro and then be like, no, I ain't even gonna name it an intro and none of that. I'm gonna just do a record and then just be the one that wind up being an intro because it's the one that grab everybody's attention.
Yeah, it happened like that too. Because
you only got like 5 seconds to really grab somebody's attention with the intro.
Yeah.
Like Meek did his thing, like
bro.
Grab everybody's attention with the intros and like, all right, bet we into it. Like, what's good?
What else you got to talk about?
I'm glad that shit had that effect though, cause I mean, my man Larry Lambert actually played the chorus on the intro and shit. That nigga, before all this bullshit happened, that nigga been running around making moves. You get what I'm saying? On tour with LMA and all kind of shit like that. Like, so that nigga is doing his shit. So I definitely wanted to, you know, give him his just due, because that nigga came in the room and just was playing the chorus. I looked at him right in his fucking face. Like, I'm like, yo, bro, I might gotta use this joint for my intro and shit. At first, he ain't even say nothing and shit, but, you know, he left. He had to catch a flight that night. Shit playing on the loop over and over. Body bag. Sent that shit right to him on the gram. Sent that shit right to him on the gram. This nigga was like, oh, that shit flames. I was like, intro vibes. He was like, say less.
Say less.
Yeah. That's how that whole shit came together. Reek did the post-production and all that.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Another question. All right, so Proud in the intro. That's all right. That's 2 good Jones. Let me see.
This the first.
What?
This is MizzyWorld first.
What? Somebody interviewing you back? Yeah, cause I just be having a few things that I wonder about when somebody listening. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So, all right. And y'all can answer this together, or y'all can take turns and do it one by one. All right. Real quick. What's something y'all think I should do more of musically? And what's something y'all think I should do less of, if anything?
Okay. More of.
Like, just judging off that project. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Judging off that project.
I would say I would say try different lanes too. You know, see what else. You know what I mean? Like, I mean that project was good. Like the way you put it together, everything went with everything. Maybe on your next project, I would try to step over into something else. Like you know what I mean? See where you can touch your limits at. Cause I mean the way you got that project set up is like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? You got that whole sound. Like, whatever sounds can you, like...
Right, so can I challenge you to do this since you're a producer, right?
Right.
Since you hearing me and that's what you think, send me something. Like a pack, maybe 3 beats.
He
that's
putting this
in
on
the
wax,
avenue.
too.
That's in the avenue of what you would like to hear me do. And then we could build from that. Even if you want to sit down together, you get what I'm saying? I ain't gonna run off with the bag and shit. I ain't gonna run off with you. You know what I mean? Run off with your beat and not like that. But no, like, I mean, you could come in the studio and we could vibe, or I mean, I could pull up to wherever, you know, however you want to work, bro. I mean, I'm mobile. We could get wherever we want to get.
That's a bet. You know what I'm saying? Most artists might not even say that. Like, they might even be like asking questions like, "What do you feel about my?" You know what I mean? Because you know, feedback is everything.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. I take it serious. That's why I asked. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I wanted to know for sure. So, what's up, man? What's your point? What's up, baby?
So my thing is, on the less thing, I don't really know, man, because I fucks with you just testing your limits on everything musically that you try to do, on testing different sounds and all that. But more of the reason I brought up the 2 joints that you had for the ladies with Sis was I fucks with the vibe. It gave me kind of like a what was the Big Sean and what was the Big Sean and who he had to collab?
Which one?
1988 John.
Was that Janae?
Janae? No, was it Janae?
Was it Janae? In 1988? I think they did that whole tape together, didn't they?
Yeah, that joint. It gave me that type vibe. You know what I'm saying? So more of, I can see maybe like really a whole crazy collaboration. That's why I asked about that.
Okay.
So musically, that's what something I would be looking for from you. For what I'm saying?
Cool,
like that.
cool, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and like I said, man, like I don't normally even be like just sitting around, even having my mind in the world of like bitches that I deal with. To be all the way honest, bro, that's just how I am. So it's like cranking them joints out is experiments. They test drives for me anyway. So that's super positive reinforcement, my nigga. I needed that.
Facts,
you get what I'm saying?
I definitely fuck with them joints, man.
For sure, bro. You know what I mean? For sure, bro. For sure.
Before we get out of here, what can we look forward to next from Ash Shakur, man? The team, man. And the team, man. What's next from Ash Shakur and the team, man? This your time, man. Before we get out of here.
This the time to really like just level up with everything that we doing. You get what I'm saying? Like, I mean, my man right here, this is what I want you to do, if you don't mind. Can you point at that sign right there, like right there? It say 215 professionals. You might be able to zoom in on it. No, you
try to
in the
zoom
right
in
direction.
that, John.
Look right, look, I got you.
That's tough.
Look, by the way, that 215 be looking at, man, that's where I be at. That's where my work area at. That's the lab. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you want to cut, come holler at me.
I mean, anytime I
don't know if my man gonna be able to get it.
So look, my Instagram, left
I don't know if
hand
my man.
5.
My fault.
But you no, you good, bro.
No, look, I don't know if my man gonna be able to get it because we kind of far away and it's nighttime, right?
But I mean, we'll walk up on it later.
My man right here, barber and shit. He cut at that shop right there. And you know, the end goal for that particular venture is to have his own establishment. So I feel like he well on his way. He a young dude. He younger than me. You get what I'm saying?
I got
you get what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, you can have them all. I mean, it's plenty. You can pass them to somebody.
And he's sharp. He's sharp. Like, he do me. It ain't no shit. Like, I'm just talking him up because he my man. He do me on a regular. You get what I'm saying? Pretty much everybody that we around. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so it's like, I mean.
A lot of people could use it, you know, me a shape up now.
Listen, bro, look, man. Especially, and my man doing house calls right now. My man doing house calls right now, so he essential.
Oh, yeah, house calls.
This nigga
Hey,
essential.
yo, listen, man.
You know what I'm saying? This nigga.
Check him out.
I try to tell these niggas, like,
You know what I'm
yes.
saying? You know what I mean?
This nigga essential, you know what I mean? Like,
Yes,
this nigga pulled up on me at the crib and fucking cut me in the lobby.
Right.
Right?
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
listen,
I got the wireless joints. Look, I don't need to plug in or nothing. Wireless
paradise, you know what I mean?
I'll cut you right here, the bag in the trunk.
Wireless pup, you know what I'm saying?
Right out the wheel. You
And
know
that
what
shit
I'm
be
saying?
crazy. But now, like, he right inside there, so he already well on his way. Like I said, my man been working, and I'm about to get him in the stew so he can start really, really expressing himself. Like, he been in the stew before. I'm not starting him off or nothing like that. The nigga been doing what he do. He just somebody I took a liking to. Okay. You get what I'm saying? I heard a few things, and this was the mediator in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Lefty was the mediator in that situation. He told me about him. He played some shit for me. I fuck with it. And I mean, he was fucking with me, so it was genuine bond. We came together. I mean, we right around the way. Right. You get what I'm saying?
Why not connect?
Exactly. Right. So we just making it make sense, bro. You get what I'm saying? But his shit fire and he on the way. My nigga in the back.
Name again?
Well, my stage name YS capital B. So
you know what I'm saying?
I go by Stacks though. So
Stacks.
I'm up and coming. I ain't got nothing coming out right now. I'm in the lab right now. Like I just been in my cage. So
push up.
Once y'all see me come out this cage, trust and believe that y'all gonna see a new type of vibe, new type of youngin coming out the trenches. You mean?
Yeah, man.
So
stay focused. Stay focused. That's all it's about. That's all it's about.
Stay on it. And my nigga in the back, my nigga Lou, that's Mr. Incognito right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he don't say too much, but he do a whole lot. I mean, he's super active and he all over the place with everything. That nigga, he an artist too. I play you some of his shit. The nigga is there. He's fired. Okay. You get what I'm saying? Okay. But the nigga got his hands in other shit as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, last we was talking, I mean, it was some media shit he was trying to go into. So, yeah, I mean, we just breathing life into that shit right now. Right. And, you know, but at the end of the day, it's one of my best friends, bro. Anything that nigga, any venture that nigga on, we gonna go with that. You get what I'm saying? So
that's how it's supposed to be.
You know what I mean?
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, bro, for sure, man. We definitely gonna make all this shit make sense, man. It's been a long time coming
out though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Doing the roll.
I appreciate you coming out, nigga. You and my
man. Come on, man. You already know what the vibes is with MizzyWorld, man. You feel what I'm saying? Of course, bro. Of course. Y'all got anything y'all want to say before y'all get out of here, man?
I mean, let them know when to find you.
Right.
Shit all crazy.
Thanks. Alright, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's MizzyWorld. This Dreis Major. This Philly fucking Friday. And it's actually Friday. We out here, man. Stanton, McDonald's, man. Uptown shit. Check out Ash Shakur, the gold mine, the template. Check out Lil if y'all need a cut too, man. He doing calls, man. He doing house calls. You feel what I'm saying?
Left_5. Go check me out on Instagram. You already know. That's tighten you right up.
Philly Friday.
What's that?
Right.
I mean,
template.
That's that on that.
You know what I mean?